It is not time to shy off. Look at them, eyeball to eyeball. Before the mask, smile. Nowadays, we are training how to smile with our eyes because our mouths are covered because of pandemic. You have to practice how to smile with your eyes. Smile. Of course, very, very important, especially for people who are doing their own business, encourage when you go to see a customer, be in a dominance position. What do I mean by dominance position? If you have welcomed the customer where you are, ensure your seat is higher than the client. When you are higher than the client, that's a dominance position. When the client is higher than you, you'll be subject. And for us in marketing, never agree to be subject. Be the person who controls the discussion. And that's why I tell people that if you see people who are arrogant on your Facebook platform is your dominance. You have the right to admit people. You have the right to kick them out. The same with marketing. And that's why I tell marketers all the time, if you can, invite potential clients to where you are. Because when you invite them, you have dominance. Invite potential clients to your event. Can you imagine? Because if it is your event, you have dominance position. And that's why you have grown as Optivate. We used to plan very many events whereby we invite people. When you're invited, unaambiwa, Josephine, Kemani, you have only 5 minutes. Can you imagine? Only 5 minutes to pitch. Why? Because it is not your event. So create those opportunities to be able to conquer and dominate. Number 3, how to make selling fun, how to make marketing fun. Number 3, how to close deals easily. Number 3, because you see no fun without deals. Number 3, create urgency. You create urgency. When you're talking to a client about your services, your product, don't show abundance. For us who are selling properties, when you come to a manage, when somebody sees 100 acres, they think, these plots, they will end next year. No, you have to tell them, we have very few plots. And the uptake has been good. Actually, for quarter acres, we have only 2 or 3 plots. Create urgency. Create fast, project a scenario whereby the uptake is fast. Someone like Obasike who is doing online selling, create urgency. Show testimonials, show how people are picking your service and show the results of people who have picked your service. Create urgency so that people have no choice to compare you with other people. Show scarcity, show scarcity, create demand. Very interesting, create demand. I don't know how many of you have used Kenyan matatus, I really like the way they do it. When you go to Odeon, you find that a matatu going to Parklands has 2 seats only remaining, only 2 seats. And you say, wow, I'm in a hurry. Let me enter to this matatu that is almost full. My friend, when you enter, you see people moving out. They call it set. They are putting it as a kupiga seti. It is for you to see scarcity and then you enter. Kube, most of those are guys who are working there, who are occupying the seats, so that when you see there's only 2 seats, you enter. That's marketing. I like it. These matatu guys have mastered the art of marketing. Interesting. Of course, number 4, how to close deals easily and make marketing and sales as fun. Number 4, remember to state all the facts. Remember to state the facts. Remember to state the facts. I remember about a year ago, I was selling properties in Kitengela. And I met this lady in Boston. And the lady wanted to invest 7 million. And I told her about the property in Kitengela. When I said Kitengela, she thought it was Kitengela town. And she wanted to do apartments. Until the time the lady came with 3 checks, totaling about 7.2 million. So when you were talking, I think she asked me, exactly, George, where is this property exactly? Wow, hey. Wait until I mentioned it's about 10 minutes drive from Kitengela. I saw the lady change the countenance. Wait until I told her it is 4 kilometers off Namanga Highway off Acacia Junction. She picked her checks, put in her bag, and says, George, you never disclosed where this property was or is. Guess what? I personally saw 7 million Kenya shillings go back. Today is a story she did not buy. She canceled the deal. Why? Because I forgot. I did not disclose the facts. That's why when you are selling, you better lose a deal at the time of discussions, other than losing it when you can almost see it coming. My fault, I did not disclose all the facts. And that's what we say in marketing, let the customer know everything. If it is someone like Chris or James or Gabriel Watare, and you are selling a property in Kitengela Victory Gardens, let people know. Don't say 3.9 kilometers. Tell them exactly it is 4 kilometers. The land has got maram roads, we have solar street lighting, we have water on the ground, and the power is on site. You can lose a deal because of saying the power is going to be wired in every plot. When a customer buys, can even ask for a refund. Why? You did not disclose. If it is land for leasehold and freehold, you must be able to disclose the information. If it is like Obaske who is doing it online, you must tell people that every month we'll be promoting your product, and this promotion costs you $200 a month, so that you don't introduce other things when the contract is already signed. Very, very important. Disclose the facts. Number 5, how to close deals. Number five, have all the details on your fingertips. Have the details of what you're selling on your fingertips. Don't mumble, don't murmur, don't look sideways. Have the details. What are you selling? Understand your product. Understand your products. Have all the details, the price, the quality, the discounts. Understand it so well. And that's why we say that if you don't understand the product, I can tell you, you'll be having challenges in closing a deal. And the customer can tell when you're doubtful. The customer can tell when you are lying. They can tell, they can feel it. So the best thing is to understand the product, understand the organization, let the organization be you. You say, my name is Gabriel. I work with Optiven. I work with so-and-so. And this is what we do. We house people. Practice, practice, practice. There's something called the mirror principle. You keep practicing until the time you go to the client, you are not fumbling. You can tell the truth, the facts, and the customer can tell. Number six, how to close deals and make selling fun. Number 6, how you can make marketing fun, selling fun. Number six, ask for referrals. Yeah, ask for referrals. Look at the person eyeball to eyeball. Ask for that referral. You ask them, Ezekiel Nyongesa, can you recommend 1 or 2 people to buy our services or our product? Ask for referrals. The other day, I was talking to one of my colleagues at Optiven, and I was teaching her on how to ask for referrals. Do you know what? We had one client from the US, and this particular client, I told my colleague, if you want to ask for referral, number 1, massage the customer. Praise the customer. Tell the customer the way she has helped Optiven. Tell her that she's important. You value her, and then ask for a referral. Do you know what? That customer gave my colleague 3 more referrals. What about 8 million? 3 more. Can you imagine? Why? Because of asking. Someone told me that if you ask, the answer can be a yes or a no. If you don't ask, the answer remains a no. Let me ask you, Mwaura, how many times have we lost because we have not asked? It's just like in the Bible. If you don't ask God what we want, we don't have it. We have to keep knocking. We have to keep asking. Matthew 7:7, you know it. Number seven, how to close a deal. Number seven, follow up. Yani kufuatilia. Follow up. How do you follow up? If you are here listening to me and maybe of your own business or you are selling or you are looking for a job, or you are selling something like Caron. Follow-up is key. Ask yourself, every person who buys something from you, do you have their data? Do you have time to tell you, dear Esther, thank you so much for meeting you today? Do you follow up? When they buy a service, are you able to send that thank you note? Evelyn, when somebody buys something from you, are you able to send that thank you note? That thank you is a follow-up. Do courtesy calls. Courtesy calls works magic. And I can tell you, Joy Kenywa, if somebody buys something from you and just call them, not selling now, you are telling them, hey, hi, Caro Wanyonyi. I am just saying thank you for promoting me or for promoting us. Hey, hi, dear Bonnie Tinda. I am just thanking you for supporting our vision. That way, I can tell you that follow-up will be able to do exploit in your business. The other thing is to have automated WhatsApp, for example. There are many companies in Kenya. Every time you go to their database, you find the messages, and they keep you posted. But I warn you, once you do that, give them an option to opt out. That's why you find that people who subscribe through emails, there's an option, unsubscribe, give them an option so that you're not also a pain to their lives. And I can tell you, once you do that, you are going to shine like a star. Your career will shine like a star. Your business will also shine like a star. Wow. My part 2 of my presentation, part two is only 5 strategies, 5 tips on how you can make selling a real fun. Sasa hapa sio mchezo. And that's how I have done it. 5 ways. Number one, always as a marketer, as a salesperson, focus on the solution. Ask yourself, what is your customer looking for? What is their pain point? Provide that solution. That's how you can be able to conquer. I remember when Safaricom came to Kenya, we were having challenges in communication, a lot of challenges. Let me tell you, they came and gave us communication solution. Look at what these guys called Zoom they are doing. They are able to connect us globally. There are people here from Uganda, from the US, from Kenya, because they are providing a solution. So you don't mind paying for this particular solution. Maybe for you, ask yourself, what solution are you providing? Once you provide a solution, people will pay for it. They will pay for it. Today, Kenyan people have discovered they need open spaces. They need houses on their own compound. And that is what Chris is offering. We can be able to offer you a house that you can plant sukuma at the back, parking in the front. That is the solution. Ask yourself, what solution are you offering? And how can you solve it? I also remember when I was in a car marketing, there was this guy who was very wealthy and came to our showroom. And the guy was smart. And the guy had ego. The guy was very proud, And I remember we had 2 Mercedes-Benz there. One was not very good looking because I used to sell secondhand, but there was one that was very clean. Hey, man. So I look at this guy, I sized him, and I knew this guy, Maringo, the pride is pride for money. This is not a guy without money. So I never took him to the Mercedes that had funny colors. I took him to the one I knew. This one is good. I remember the mark price for that Mercedes-Benz was 2.5 million. But I knew this guy, if you tell him 2.5 million, he will think the Mercedes is of low quality. I added $1 million. I told him it's 3.5 million. The guy laughed a little bit. He told me, I'm looking for a Mercedes for 5 million. But to cut a long story short, the guy never bargained. He paid the money, picked the car, and went. How did I tweak my selling skills? I studied this particular guy, and I knew if I give him something pricey, because I want to feel that he has the money, he will pay for it. I am very sure, even if I said 4 million, this guy could have bought. And for you as a marketer, as a salesperson, You have to understand the solution the guy is looking for. This guy wanted to be massaged, to be honored, to be felt that he has money. And that's why you find in the marketplace, there are people, if you sell things cheaply, they don't buy. And that's why for those who are selling internet, don't sell internet or your solution for ICT cheaply to everyone. Just understand a person. Go to their LinkedIn, check their lifestyles, and then you can package the prices depending on the need, and you can be able to offer that need through a solution. It is possible and it is doable. And of course, maybe that's a topic for another day on how to segregate the marketing, how to separate the markets. Number two, how to make selling a true fun. Create a wow factor. Create a wow factor. The services you're offering, create a wow factor. Create a wow factor. Over-deliver to your promises. Over-deliver. Don't over-promise, but over-deliver. Do things so well that people must talk about you. Do the service so well that people must talk about you. I'll give an example of what we do at Optimum. There's a guy who provides for us the website support. This guy, for the last 15 years, our website has only gone down twice. Only twice. And I was asking him, what do you do that the website can, other people complain, the website is down? And he disclosed. This guy, if there is a complaint on social media and it is midnight, and you send him a message, he is on. I was asking him, how do you know that we have issues at Optiven at midnight, at 3 a.m.? He has a system that if there's a problem, there's something that rings and he wakes up. Can you imagine? A wow factor. And we need to ask ourselves, are we creating a wow factor for the services that we are delivering? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, last week, I saw our team at Optiven creating a wow factor. We have this customer who have bought about 6 properties with us, and the customer service came and said, can we prepare a cake for this customer? I said, hey, what's the relationship between a cake and the properties? They said, no, we want to create an experience. They deliver that cake to the customer. Wow! Hey, my friend, I'll ask Nagilai to share that video next week. The way the customer felt. And I'm told the customer now is telling everyone, if you require property in Africa, in Kenya, talk to Optiven. Why? These guys were able to create a wow factor. And that's why I tell all the marketers, never address customers by hi. Who is hi? Address them by their name. Yeah. Dear Shalagat, dear Nyongesa, comma, dear Esther, dear Agola, by their name. Create that wow factor. When they buy, congratulate them. The wow factor. Wow. Making selling a true fun. Number 3, communicate often. Communicate often. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Tell people what is happening. Give them information. Inspire them. Yeah. Tell them, communicate so that you are in touch. And this is something that we do at Optiven. People who have bought properties in different sites, we tell them, today we have a topic we call what is happening. If there was some engineer doing a wall, for example, in a man village, we tell them, today this is what was happening. You share a photo or 2. The customers appreciate it because you have taken time to communicate oftenly what is happening within your area of operation. For people who are in ICT like Obasike, educate them, tell them, do stories, the power of social media. The people you are telling stories, they are going to be your customers. And that's why even today I asked Nagilai, this particular team, we need a WhatsApp so that we know what everybody is doing. And we can be able to communicate, and who knows who. That communication can change our lifestyles, can change our businesses, can change our career. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Number 4, how to make selling a true fun. Number 4, look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Every time, Chris Jao, you have a customer, look at the big picture. Don't look at the deal, the current deal. Look at the future deals. Look at the big picture, the customers, the families, the network these guys have, the big picture. That's why we don't, in marketing, we don't talk about quick deals. Quick deals kills. Don't do quick deals. Quick deals kills. Look at the big picture. A year to come, 2 years to come, 3 years to come, you know. At our own scenario at Optiven, we have people who started with us 10 years ago, and they are still buying properties. Why? The big picture, the relationship, that they are handling their emotions, what they are looking for, the big picture. Wow, very, very important. So as a marketer, don't manipulate your client. Don't lie to them. They will know, they will disappear if you lie to them. Number 5, reward referrals. Reward referrals. They say referrals is equal to true business. If somebody is giving you a referral, develop a reward system whereby you can be able to reward these people. Reward means not necessarily money, but even a good word. You know, you tell them, you know, dear Carlo Wanyonyi, thank you so much for referring Okeo to me. We really appreciate that. That one alone massages the customer's heart, and they're going to be encouraged to give you more referrals. Definitely, they say the business of referral is so good because the person being referred to trusts referrals more than anything else. And we as marketers, as salespeople, we can be able to do it. I'm told my time is almost up. We have about 19 minutes for Q&A. And for me is to wish you all the very best as we sharpen our career, as we sharpen our way of doing business, as we become the best marketers in East and Central Africa, because marketing is equal to business and business is equal to resources. And we are the people to create these resources by proper selling, by proper marketing. And we shall open it up and I'll ask Nagilai to facilitate for any question. And I am so happy. But before I do that, I want to applaud this guy called Haron. Maybe Haron, you can unmute yourself and say hi. This is a guy, I don't know whether I can be able to share the kind of creativity and making his marketing fun. Let me see whether I can share something, because before Haron talks, let me see whether I can be able to share something. Wow, let me see whether I have good skills in terms of sharing. So let me see. I wanted to share a photo that I saw from this guy, a guy called Moura, and what he is doing. Let me see. Wow. Richard, can you allow me to share? Richard, allow me to share something.
Mr. George, I'm trying to allow you to share.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bonnie. I am happy you're here.
Yes, I'm following very keenly.
Excellent. Thanks. Good to see you. Bonnie is our head of digital, and I'm so happy to see him here. Yeah, head of digital. And this is interesting. I wanted to say something that...
you may share, Mr. George.
Okay, I go to screen share, isn't it?
Yes, you go to screen share and then you click on sharing.
I can see screen share. I see only host can share or panelist
Okay. Let me try to help you out on that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. In the meantime, I'll ask Haron to unmute himself, say hi, and this guy, even before I share, you know, he shared with me something that he is doing. Haron lost his job, you know, because of pandemic. But I am so inspired, you know, his personal car, he converted it to be a supermarket. That's what I wanted to share. And I want him to say hi, also to encourage other people who might have lost their jobs and they're just at home waiting for fit. So Haron, if you're there, you can tell us your name, what you do, what you're doing before that, and how you are making sure that your family is able to eat and drink. And when I saw that particular photo, I told Haron that you are the next biggest entrepreneur in waiting. Go ahead, Haron.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Aaron.
My name is Harun Jogu. Before COVID, I used to work for an NGO called Hand in Hand Foundation. We had even done some work with Optiven, and that's how I came to know Mr. George, who is a true inspiration to my life and to many others out here. And before even I get to what I'm doing, let me first of all appreciate such an opportunity to learn. The wisdom that you have shared will go a long way in helping some of us even better the things that we are currently doing. So when I lost my job, I due to the COVID issue, I struggled to understand my next the next thing that I will do. And because I had a vehicle, I went to the market, and I realized that there was a need because during that time there was a lockdown, and people would not. There was some scarcity in food supply. So I went to the market, found what was lacking, went and took permits from the administration as a they were calling them essential providers, service providers. So found my way to farms. I went to Molo, picked some potatoes. Went to Kinagop, picked some other stuff, carrots, cabbages, and whatnot. And I came and I started selling from my car. From it, I've also opened like a small shop where I'm also working. It's operating as a store, trying to make do because people are COVID has affected so many people, and I have met friends that I have even taken to drinking, to smoking. Others are getting to depression. I had another friend that lost a job, and she had to move from a two-bedroom house to a bed sitter with a child, and people are easily going into depression because of this matter. So finding something to do that allows you to just leave the house, interact with people, and probably make just a coin, that is a blessing. So thank you, Mr. George. Your tips on selling will come in handy and probably help me to grow even further in the newfound venture. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Haran, for that fantastic testimony that it is not time to give hope, it's a time to rethink and do things differently, and that's very encouraging. Okay, I'm not able to share the photo, but of course, once you do a WhatsApp, I can share it later on. I was very, very inspired to see what a young man can do, and that's a good testimony that we can be able to move forward. I think I'll open up this for any question. And we have about 10 minutes we can be able to answer. You can either unmute yourself and ask a question, or you can post it on the chat line. We can be able to talk. And I can see a few comments from Teragat. Thank you, Nasema Asante. And I can see a few more comments. You can either ask a question through the chat line, or you can unmute yourself and ask a question or comment. Very, very important. We have about 10 minutes. Raise your hand. I think Nagira will be coordinating, or Bonnie, whoever coordinates is okay. Go ahead, we can't hear you. Unmute yourself. I only hear whispers. Dorothy says it's time to rethink. Wow, thank you, Dorothy. Asante sana. Shalagat says thank you. That's okay. People are silent. Wow, this is good. Bonnie is there. Okay. Okay. Bonnie.
Yes,
say
sir.
Something to this wonderful team.
Okay, fine. I think, let me see whether I've seen quite a number of guys who are on board this class, and I'm very happy to see Chris, Favor, Basike, and all of you guys. It's amazing to have you on board in this particular class. And I'm happy for the comments of guys that are saying indeed they are learning a lot and they're getting to, get to download this wisdom. This is very important. And of course, team, feel free to ask questions. You know, our team leader is a very, very philanthropic person, including with his wisdom. And you can ask any question in terms of what you're doing. And I know you'll be able to benefit from this session. It is amazing. I think those top skills about how to make selling fun are really of great help. And I think I like the comment on really yourself. And all these guys have a lot of wisdom. They don't even know the product that they want to sell, but you have that, you know, intention of having something to sell. So this is the beginning point of loving the product, so that when you begin to share, you already, you know, have fallen in love with your very product. So thank you, team leader. And let me see whether there's anybody who has a question. Maybe at this point I can ask also Favor or Basike to say something, or maybe ask a question depending on what you have. Karibu sana, Favor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bonnie. It's a pleasure connecting with you today and everyone here too. As I mentioned to you all the last time, my name is Favor Basi-Ike, and I'm the CEO of Work and Play Entertainment, where we are a creative hub for professionals to work on design. We deal with branding. If you don't have a logo, we're able to help you build that. If you don't have a website, we're able to help you do that. If you don't have SEO treatment, we're able to help you do that. If you don't know about social media, what hashtags to use, how to post and schedule posts and stories in advance without using your phone, we have that. I also have a podcast called We Don't Play. It's available on all podcast stations. You can also check that, just We Don't Play, just type that on your podcast and you will see us. We have so much information to give you. So this information has been very, very important and eventful. And I'm also a testimony to this, because also, Mr. George, when you were talking about testimonials, I just started doing that recently. And I've also been telling people about that, and the impact has been immense. So, and there are so many ways you can use it, using like tripadvisor.com. You can use trustpilot.com. There are so many websites you can be able to use, because I'm always on the internet looking for the new trends. So find a way to get your business email out there so that you can be able to be authentic, because if you send a business email at gmail.com, they don't take you seriously. So find a way to get authentic, build your domain. And at the same time, as we're learning together, selling and marketing is fun, because that's where the creative part of life is. So thank you, Mr. George, for this opportunity. And I really appreciate connecting with you all. I can't wait for the WhatsApp group.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Favor. And of course, next week topic will be how to overcome rejection in sales. It's going to be very exciting. And of course, I've seen Josephine Kemani asking, kindly clarify the issue of taking dominant position. Wow, I said earlier that marketing or sales is about dominance, whereby if you're doing a presentation, you have to retain the control. If it is conversation, you have to retain control right from how you visit. You know, you always get control when you are visited, when you invite a person either to your office or to your platform, or when you are the one who is handling the event. You know, you're not invited for an event, but you invite people for the event. The sitting position, we say that you should be on a higher position. Your seat should be higher than that of a customer, so that you feel that you are in control. The way you are dressed, if you go to market to somebody who is over smart than you, my friend, you will be on the lower position. You must be very neat, very smart. Your grooming must be top notch, so that you feel that you are taking control of the discussions. I hope, Josephine Kemani, I hope you have taken it up. But there's a video on my YouTube that can be able to explain this more. George was showing YouTube. You can find that video there. I can see Shalagat has a question. My question is, how do you normally encourage yourself to continue marketing, especially after losing a great deal like the ones you have shared? Wow. Shalagat, next, this is a discussion in our next class, you know, next Thursday, how to overcome rejection. And I'll be able to share more. And I'll share with you many times that I have experienced rejection and what I do, and it works. So tune in next week on Thursday. I can see Jomuke. Jomuke, thank you so much, sir. I have learned a lot today. Thank you so much. Go out there and practice, 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 practice makes permanent. Practice makes permanent. Thank you, Josephine. Josephine says very clear. Thank you. You are Meshika Vizuri. Wow, fantastic. And now we have to close at that particular point. So Nagilai, take it up.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, our mentor. That was awesome. That was great. And I believe each and every one of us has learned something today, especially with those challenges of somebody having, 7 million and just going like that. You can imagine that, and you still made it out and you are here as a great marketer. Wow, this is awesome. Yes, we are looking forward to that class of how to overcome rejection. Yes, all said and done. Team, all of you who are here, one thing I'll like to let you know is that I will create a group, WhatsApp group. So for those maybe who use, those people who cannot be added to a group unless you get a link, kindly once you get my link, get into that group so that we can connect. One reason why we are doing this is that you may have somebody who has something and maybe you are selling that. When we connect through this group, we will get to know each other, we will get to connect with each other, and you never know, you can get a client there, you can get somebody who can refer you to somebody. So I'll be doing that by the end of this week, and then by next week we will be working with that group. Thank you so much. I think we are done for today. We are right on time, 4 minutes to our time, and I believe we can conclude now. And let me see, there are two. Okay. Yeah, there are not questions. So I think we can conclude with that. See you all next week. Thank you so much. God bless you and keep you. We value you. Asante sana.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.